Hi, I'm Alex Gray, and I'm here with Jeff Marcoux, Senior Marketing Manager for Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Jeff, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, happy to be here.
That's great. I want to start by asking you, what technologies should a company leverage to best reach their clients?
Well, really, it's not always about the breadth and depth of technologies that you need to have to reach those clients. You got to know where your clients are. And that varies by industry. They can be anywhere from, we've all looked and seen pay-per-click ads, banner ads, but we're seeing things now all the way down to entertainment centers and consoles. Netflix or YouTube is a medium with people engaging in that. Or if you think like for Microsoft Xbox, you're starting to see ads and outreaching to people interested in the NFL. And it's actually really funny because I've talked with a lot of businesses like, well, why would I advertise on a platform, a gaming console or a home entertainment system? And actually we see that I own one in my home and I'm a target market for a lot of different people in this world. So really, I mean, the technologies, you need to get the ones in place that ultimately help you reach your audience where they are and are trackable and measurable, but not just, I did a webinar with UC Irvine recently, and it was on internet marketing, and it's more than clicking post. And your technologies that you have in place to reach your customers need to be on the screens that they're at. People are seeing over 5,000 ads every day. And they need to be trackable to the point of you can actually measure back to not just how many clicks, not how many impressions, not how many conversions I got, but ultimately, what did that contribute to the top line revenue of the company? And so the technologies you have in place need to be measurable and reach your audience where they're at. So it's kind of fitting the breadth and knowing where your audience is really dictates a lot of where you go.
Sure. And on the heels of that, what are a few of your predictions then about social media marketing? How will it evolve?
Yeah, so social media marketing has changed immensely. It's actually almost become the next direct mail campaign in some ways, shapes, and form. A lot of companies think they can just go start a Twitter account and start blasting, sign up, and their content's not relevant. With social, 6 months ago we didn't have Vine. And we look at these things and we go, man, that space is changing so quickly. And again, I think that goes back to kind of the earlier one of knowing which social technologies reach your customers. Are they on Instagram? Are they not? Some businesses, you don't need to do everything. You need to know where your customers are. So I think going forward, really, there's a couple key things. There's always going to be new social technology. But the big thing that comes out is people don't care that you had a latte this morning. They care about something that adds value to their day, makes them smile, makes them laugh, or something that helps them in their job and the work that they're doing. So really what I try to do in the social media tech that I'm working in and where social is going to go is really compelling content. The businesses that don't get into compelling content of things that just add value to people's lives, I think it's ultimately those are going to be the ones we're going to see go by the wayside because they're not actively communicating with their customers, they're not reaching them and contributing and adding value to their lives.
That's great. That's a great insight into the future. That really is. And what are a few things that a company can do to jumpstart their marketing campaigns then?
Yeah. I think everybody thinks that a campaign kind of like marketing automation, people view that as often a silver bullet. And then we look at some social platforms that are out there as well, and everybody thinks that if I install a Hootsuite, that's going to fix everything because I can do social marketing now. Well, what we've really seen is when you buy and you go out and you try to buy a quick fix, a silver bullet, as I like to call it. So let's take marketing automation as an example. We tend to forget about everything that goes along with that. When you now have to start coming up with drip nurturing campaigns and reaching out to people and you're trying to quickly get into the market space, you forget about everything that you have to send along with that. So really what we've found at Microsoft and what I would recommend to companies trying to jumpstart is, again, identify the channels where your customers are. What are kind of the core audiences and the people that influence them? But then come up with a plan as to how you're going to reach them and surround them with your value propositions and change the conversation so they think about you when they have an issue. So really what we've seen is, and I would recommend this to any business trying to jumpstart their marketing, is great marketing starts with great planning at the core of it. And then again, taking that back to tracking, because if you can't track, if you're just sending emails, you have no idea what your conversion rates are, and is that working? You might be wasting your time and energy, and as a small business, a startup, even an enterprise, we don't have time to waste. We don't have money to waste.
Right.
We need to make sure it's going into the right channels.
Right, yeah, those businesses need to be very efficient with their marketing.
Yeah.
And every bit of knowledge that they have counts. So last one is, how does Microsoft Dynamics CRM's marketing efforts affect their sales growth?
Yeah, so we've actually been looking at this. So I personally believe marketing is every touch point with a customer. So from the day one awareness that they interact with your brand and they see your brand and they carry it forward through your marketing efforts, you could lead them through the funnel, and then they convert to an opportunity in the sales pipe all the way through customer care. And when we met with Tony from Zappos, he talked about how actually they invested so much money in their customer care because when their customers called in, that became a brand promise, and that brand carried through to their customer promise. And so really, as you look at that, it really impacts what you're looking at. So Microsoft Dynamics CRM, what we've really done is we are looking at how do we make our marketing personal and really drive that so that the marketing feels like it's leading to people. Also coming up, like what I talked about earlier, on compelling content that adds value. You don't want to shove product down people's throats. You want to give them something of value, and then when they have a problem, they're going to come back and they're going to talk to you. A great example is just coming up with, we're currently working on an article on localization in the global economy. Huge issue for multinational businesses. Wow. How do I manage that from a marketing standpoint and add value to my customers' lives? Well, publishing something on that advises them, and then ultimately, goal, maybe they come and ask us, well, how do you guys do it? Or what do you recommend? Another thing that we've done to really influence that in our marketing efforts is we're really taking up social selling to heart. And social selling is really impacted by internet marketing. So you pull in people's social profiles and things like that and look at them, and that's influencing our sales funnel as well. So really that marriage between sales and marketing in talking about what is a qualified lead and things like that, and really trying to prime the funnel with great leads as they come through versus the traditional marketing effort of let's get as many as we can, throw them over the fence, and it's sales' fault if they don't close them.
Right. Well, it's been a year since we've sat down together and had our first interview. Anything exciting that's occurred in the last year that you want to share with us?
Well, if you watch the video from last year compared to now, you might note I've lost a significant amount of myself. So that's been a fantastic, fun journey. So recently tried to summit Mount Rainier and took up an IMA flag there. So that was a lot of fun.
Really?
We unfortunately didn't make it due to the route was broken. There was a ladder hanging on the far side of a crevasse, and we couldn't get across it there. So. But no, stuff's been exciting. I mean, we've done a couple acquisitions. We bought a company called Marketing Pilot, a company called NetBreeze, which does social listening, and it's a really exciting time. Surface 2 just got announced, Xbox One. This is a great time to be at Microsoft. It's a lot of fun.
It truly is, and I am on that platform, and it's been a very exciting journey and helped my business to grow tremendously, Jeff. So thank you for your words here today. I appreciate it. Please have a great time at IMPACT13.
Yeah.
And I will see you very soon.
Cheers. Sounds good. Thank you.
And this is Alex Gray with IMA TV and Skylight Global Productions. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at the next video.